is it TrapMonkeys?
Hi guys, my name is Alba. This is going to be my first YouTube video. I'm going to be talking about motivational books that have helped me over the time. So I'm going to make this intro really short and let's just get started. Okay, so the first book I'm introducing you guys is to How to Win Friends and Influence People by Carnegie. This is actually the first book that I've read and I completely fell in love with, just because it starts shifting your brain from, oh, me, and thinking about the other person. It's great for business-wise, so if you're out there, you're trying to create your own business. It talks about like maybe getting to know your customer or your partner or anything else, just to help you out. It talks about different chapters in here, not only about that, but it gives you great advice on if you're a little bit shy and talking to people is in a way of maybe being easier to talk to other people. So yeah, first book, highly recommend it. It's a life changer. And we're gonna go to the second book. Okay, so the second book that I grabbed is You're a Badass by Jen Sincero. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm wrong, I'm totally sorry. So this book talked about a little bit more about don't let your brain kind of manipulate you, your fear. It has some couple of chapters in here that are pretty funny and they're pretty entertaining. It's kind of like an uplifting book. And talks about, like, you know what, don't let your insecurities take over. Just go ahead and push to it. Highly recommend it again. Alrighty then, so the third book that I'm going to bring up is Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. So this book talks about Ryan himself. He's basically talking about when he started this company at a very young age. I think he was 21 years old when he started this company, and it just talks about how many things he could have prevented him from succeeding. So basically it talked about like ego is your enemy, which I believe it is, just because you have to stay humble. You always have to stay wanting to learn, and sometimes you have to step back and let things happen, let life happen. I don't want to say too much about this book because it's a great read, and honestly, if you read it, you're just going to self-reflect and see, like, you know what, I just got to stay humble, keep pushing, and keep pushing forward in what your dreams are. Okay, and so the last book that I'm going to bring up is going to be The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. I'm actually reading this book with my husband. So what I like about this book, it talks about the difference between how poor people think and how rich people think. It's kind of similar how Rich Dad and Poor Dad. It just talks about the difference how poor people think, and it's not looking down at the poor people, but looking at the poor mentality. Honestly, if you're trying to move forward with your life, if you're trying to do something with your life, you're trying to change, it's a really great book to pick up. But yeah, highly recommend all these books. All these books have done so many. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for staying through and, you know, listening to me ramble for, I don't know how long this video is gonna be. But honestly, if you take anything away from these videos, just keep believing in yourself, keep pushing, you got this. Don't let your brain or what your beliefs were in the past limit you. There's always ways and books of people and mentors out there. So highly recommend these books, and hope to see you guys soon.